The long-rumored news in the WNBA was officially confirmed on Friday when the Indiana Fever announced Stephanie White as their new head coach. After recently leaving the Connecticut Sun, White has an extensive past with the Fever, having served as both a player and coach. The addition of White is the newest development in a significant offseason for the Fever, which includes the hiring of Amber Cox as the new COO and GM, and the return of Kelly Kracoff as the president of basketball and business operations. The comprehensive revamp of the front office and coaching staff demonstrates a serious shift in direction for the organization, which had been plagued by ridicule from 2017-22. Without further delay, with first overall picks Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark at the helm, the Fever successfully secured a spot in the playoffs last season, marking their first appearance since 2016. Now, they are setting their sights even higher. Here is why White is the ideal candidate to guide Clark and the Fever into a promising new chapter. White was born in Danville, Illinois, which is located near the Indiana border. Throughout her life, she has maintained a strong connection to the Hoosier State. In 1995, she was honored with the titles of Indiana Miss Basketball and Gatorade National Player of the Year during her final year at Seeger High School. She continued her success at Purdue University. White, a multiple-time first-team All-Big Ten performer, guided the Boilermakers to their inaugural and sole national championship in 1999. Throughout her impressive journey, she earned various accolades, including the prestigious Wade Trophy awarded to the top upper-class women's basketball player in the nation. Selected by the Fever in the expansion draft of 2000, she dedicated the final 5 years of her playing career to the team. As she continued playing, she kicked off her coaching journey at Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. After a period of time in various roles, she returned to the Fever in a new capacity as an assistant coach. After serving 4 seasons in the aforementioned position, which included a championship win in 2012, White assumed the role of head coach for the 2015 and 2016 seasons. Indiana Fever standout Caitlin Clark proved her doubters wrong by making a significant impact in her debut season in the WNBA. Selected as the No. There were uncertainties about how her game would transition to the WNBA, given that she was the #1 overall pick. Clark successfully addressed those concerns by winning Rookie of the Year and guiding the Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. She was a strong candidate for Most Valuable Player, MVP, as well. Clark rose to national stardom during her renowned tenure at Iowa, where her exceptional long-distance shooting and dynamic playing style captured the attention of fans across the country. She successfully guided the Hawkeyes to consecutive appearances in the NCAA tournament finals and secured 3 Big Ten titles. Tuesday saw Iowa assistant coach Abby Emmert-Stamp reflecting on the moment when Clark committed to playing for the Hawkeyes exactly 5 years ago. Caitlin Clark's career took a new direction upon joining Iowa. In 2020, she assumed the role of starting guard as a freshman and gradually emerged as the team's primary player in the following seasons. When she departed in 2024, she had amassed an impressive array of accolades, including 3 Big Ten Player of the Year awards, 3 Big Ten Most Outstanding Player titles, and 2 Naismith College Player of the Year honors. Clark made history by becoming the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history for both men's and women's basketball. In her debut season with the Indiana Fever, she not only helped the team secure a playoff spot but also earned the title of Rookie of the Year. Setting numerous rookie records in points and assists, Clark showcased her exceptional talent on the court. Recently, she was spotted at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where her presence drew admiration from the crowd and garnered cheers when she appeared on the Jumbotron. During the televised Knicks game, commentators Mike Breen and Clyde Frazier shared a brief, humorous moment regarding the Fever guard featured on screen. Caitlin Clark's talents extend beyond the basketball court, as demonstrated by her impressive performance on the golf course. The Indiana Fever superstar and WNBA Rookie of the Year came remarkably close to scoring a hole-in-one, ultimately sinking a birdie putt on Monday. Clark's skill in golf surpasses that of a mere hobbyist. She is scheduled to participate in the Annika Pro-Am on the LPGA Tour in November and has mentioned her intention to spend a significant amount of time playing golf during the offseason. Former Team USA women's basketball coach Dawn Staley commended the progress of Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark, suggesting that her recent performance could have earned her a spot on the roster if the decision had been delayed. Despite being only 12 games into her career when the Team USA list was finalized, Clark was left to observe the Olympics from home. During an interview with NBC's Mike Tirico, Staley expressed her belief that if the roster decision had been made closer to the Olympic date, Clark may have been considered for inclusion. Staley emphasized the committee's responsibility to assemble the best team of players and talents, noting that Clark's rookie status in the WNBA was a significant factor. She was not performing poorly, but her current level of play surpasses her previous performance. If given the opportunity to start over, her exceptional performance on the court would place her in strong contention for a spot on the team, as she is outplaying many with her impressive shooting skills. She possesses exceptional passing skills. She possesses a strong basketball intelligence and has quickly gained experience in the professional basketball realm over the past few months. In the 2 months since her snub, Clark has shown remarkable growth, currently ranking 12th in the league for scoring, leading in assists, and among the top 5 in three-pointers made. However, this break will provide Clark with a valuable opportunity, her first true chance to relax since the start of college basketball season in November. Despite the much-needed rest, there are those who feel Clark should have been chosen for the roster, such as outspoken conservative commentator Jason Whitlock. Just acknowledge your mistake and recognize the significant missed opportunity. Whitlock declared that the USA women's team lacks importance without CC in reply to Staley's comments. Team USA is scheduled to begin their competition against Japan on Monday. In September, she expressed anticipation for playing golf during the basketball offseason. According to Alex Myers of Golf Digest, the year 2023 is significant. Our coaches advised that it would be beneficial for me to take a break from the gym, despite the difficulty I may have in doing so at times. I am eager to remain engaged and will be heading to the golf course, stated Clark. She also mentioned that golf has played a role in enhancing her mental resilience. You encounter a poor shot on the golf course or basketball court, you must swiftly pivot to the next opportunity, she advised Myers. In basketball, I have the support of 4 teammates on the court who I can rely on when I'm not performing well or having a subpar shooting day. When I am on the golf course, the responsibility falls solely on me. One must come to terms with the fact that not every day will be filled with greatness. Translating that experience to basketball has been beneficial for me. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, the NBA is considering a new 4-team tournament format for this year's All-Star Game. Charania also suggests that Caitlin Clark may have a role in the NBA's All-Star Weekend. Back in February, NBA player Steph Curry and WNBA star Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty took part in the inaugural NBA vs. WNBA three-point challenge during All-Star Saturday night in Indianapolis. According to sources, Curry and Ionescu are reportedly in discussions to participate in a modified shootout that may also feature other NBA and WNBA players like Klay Thompson and Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever, Charania reports. It would be thrilling to witness Clark competing against NBA shooters in a three-point contest. Given her exceptional accuracy from long range, she would undoubtedly be a strong contender for victory in the competition. She is concluding an exceptional debut season with an impressive average of 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. She played a key role in leading the Indiana Fever to the WNBA playoffs and went on to be named WNBA Rookie of the Year. Despite the team's early exit from the playoffs, Clark's talent ensures that the Fever will remain a formidable opponent in the league for years to come. She will continue to improve, and we can expect even greater things from her in the future. The NBA All-Star Game for the 2024-25 season is scheduled to be held in the Bay Area from February 14th to 16th. 3 of the All-Star teams will comprise 8 players each, with the 4th team being determined by the winner of the Rising Stars game. League officials deliberated the proposal on Friday. The plan entailed hosting 2 games among the 4 teams, with the victorious teams advancing to compete in the championship round of the tournament. Discussing top point guards, over their courtside sits Caitlin Clark. Frazier quipped, "She doesn't seem that intimidating." Breen remarked, "I could halt her momentum simply by putting a ball in her hands. She is truly a sight to behold." Clark concluded her debut season in September and remains undecided on whether to participate in the upcoming Unrivaled Women's Basketball League this winter. Indiana Fever's recently appointed GM, Kelly Kracoff, has shared her vision for Caitlin Clark's future. Kracoff, the team's new president of basketball and business operations, recently addressed her plans for the franchise during her inaugural press conference. Kracoff successfully guided the Fever to a WNBA championship in 2012 after overseeing the team since its inception in 2000. She transitioned to a leadership role with Pacers Gaming and subsequently became an assistant general manager with the Indiana Pacers following her tenure with the Fever. "Returning to a place that you had a role in creating is always a special experience," said Kracoff. "This marks a pivotal moment in the history of women's sports. Being part of this growth is a significant opportunity for all of us." Throughout her tenure in the WNBA, Kracoff has focused on discovering and developing new talent to enhance not just the team but also the entire league and sport. She will collaborate closely with the WNBA's Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark, who represents a notable success story. In her media briefing, Kracoff shared how Clark serves as an inspiration for the potential accomplishments of the Fever. Caitlin Clark was just 10 years old when we secured our inaugural championship, she stated. Sometimes, it requires a full generation to reach the next level of success. I would communicate to our players that we are constructing this for another individual. Currently, we are developing a project tailored for a 10-year-old girl. This is in line with our mission and commitment to creating products that resonate with our audience. We aim to advance, progress, and pass on our efforts. Kracoff is gearing up for a hectic offseason, with Kelsey Mitchell becoming a free agent and the team having space for a maximum contract in free agency. She expressed confidence that recruitment for the team will be uncomplicated with Clark as a standout player for the franchise. I believe that any intelligent basketball player observing her gameplay would be eager to join forces with her, she stated. Similar to Tyrese Haliburton, she has a knack for delivering the ball to unexpected spots, utilizing passing lanes intelligently to create openings that may have gone unnoticed. She identifies opportunities and creates avenues for facilitating the freedom of movement for her teammates. I am impressed by the seamless synergy between her and Kelsey, which enhances the efficiency of the offense. Her style of play is a major attraction factor. I believe it is a compelling narrative for free agents to consider. Kracoff's initial 18-year tenure with Indiana established a high standard for both the team and the league. The team achieved a record-breaking 12 consecutive appearances in the WNBA playoffs from 2005 to 2016, reaching the finals 3 times in 2009, 2012, and 2015, and securing the franchise's sole championship in 2012. Angel Reese's presence in the WNBA has captured the attention of fans, but LSU is currently focused on preparing for another shot at NCAA championship. In Reese's absence, the Tigers rely on the knowledge and experience of head coach Kim Mulkey, along with the outstanding performance of a talented up-and-coming player. Is Reese's former teammate poised to become the WNBA's next standout player? Lisa Leslie believes so. During a discussion on the dominance of top basketball programs, Kelly O'Hara brought up UConn, South Carolina, and LSU, with Leslie singling out LSU's standout athletes. LSU is demonstrating strong performance. Flaugy Johnson is currently a junior. Her scoring proficiency has significantly improved, as evidenced by her recent performances of 24 points, and 20 points in just 3 games. Leslie commented on her appearance, noting significant improvements in her three-point shot, long-range consistency, and overall dribbling skills. She previously displayed slashing abilities to drive to the basket, which remain a key aspect of her playing style. Leslie highlighted Johnson's transformation into a versatile player by praising her strong defensive skills and ability to play like a dynamic forward capable of showing aggressiveness on the court. Johnson's progress is indisputable. During the 2024-25 season, she maintains an impressive average of 23 points per game, shooting at an efficient 61%. This performance solidifies her reputation as one of the most dependable scorers in the country. On November 11, she guided LSU to a decisive 95-36 win against Northwestern State, showcasing her offensive prowess with a 24-point performance. Leslie's impressive display of skill did not end there. In the podcast, she also mentioned Anna Morrow, another standout player from LSU, whose partnership with Johnson forms a strong and impressive team. Anna Morrow is another player on their roster poised to make a significant impact in the WNBA. She recorded 24 points and 20 rebounds, demonstrating her exceptional skills on the court. She possesses the ability to excel at shooting from beyond the arc. She primarily plays as a forward, with an intriguing twist considering her height of 6 feet 1 inch. Despite often playing at the power forward position, she is known for effectively stretching the floor as a stretch 4. Leslie praised Morrow's athleticism and versatility, emphasizing her crucial role as a key player for LSU due to her unique skill set. Her exceptional play on offense and defense significantly enhances the team's capabilities, establishing her as a standout player. The team they have is exceptional. While their offense may not appear as seamless as UConn's, they boast a talented roster of hard-working athletes. Leslie emphasized LSU's grit and determination, highlighting their effort that consistently puts them in a winning position. LeBron James expressed admiration for the WNBA's increasing popularity and praised Aces star A'ja Wilson as the leader of the league. He noted that the league's growing audience is well-deserved, commending the multitude of talented players in the WNBA. There are excellent storylines, compelling narratives, and talented players to be found. I believe this is the driving factor behind the league's increased visibility. In 2024, Wilson clinched her 3rd MVP title, contributing to the Aces' 6th consecutive playoff berth. She established a new WNBA record for single-season scoring by averaging 26.9 points per game and concluding the year with a total of 1,021 points. Wilson achieved a personal best of 11.9 rebounds and 2.6 blocks per game, with a shooting percentage of 51.8%. James openly praised her performance on the court during the 2024 season. The admiration between the two stars is mutual, with Wilson recently commending James for his performances on the United States men's national team in the lead-up to the 2024 Paris Olympics. Wilson, alongside the league's top players in a standout 2024 rookie class featuring Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, contributed to a highly successful year for the WNBA. The WNBA reported a historic milestone, attracting over 54 million unique viewers across ABC, CBS, ESPN, ESPN2, ION, and NBA TV during the 2024 season. The league's total attendance of 2,353,735 was the highest in 22 years, marking a 48% increase from 2023. Despite Wilson and the Aces falling short of a three-peat with a playoff loss to the New York Liberty, the league has maintained its record-breaking momentum. The Game 1 of the WNBA Finals between the Liberty and Minnesota Lynx attracted 1.34 million viewers, setting a new record as the most-watched finals game on ABC.